Hello and welcome to the Amateur Football YouTube channel, the Stoppage Time Penalty Show. I'm very, very happy to have Jono and Josh, who are managers, UK versus the US in a kind of charity game. And what I love about this is all about the vets. Guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, mate.
No problem. So let me kind of start off with Josh first. Could you kind of talk about like the whole event and literally why you guys are playing the UK?
So Jonah reached out to me about, it's been about a year now. And as we were impressed and trying to work, we've developed a veterans team over in the States that we actually go and play in our own, in the United States tournaments, local, national tournaments. We developed a program that stems off of our armed forces team. So, we all get a little age, but we all like to keep the game going. But we do it for a great charity, great events. So we've looked to find this, and as Jonah reached out, we've had mixed years over the last few years. COVID took a break, hit us, but we're back and strong, and we've even developed in that period of time a European military team for the U.S. So we are getting more and more engaged at the men's open level and in the veterans level now. So we're just looking to do this, and we're happy to be hosted and happy to be coming over. We've got players coming in from Texas, I think Florida. We've got players coming in that are stationed right there at Lakenheath, and we've got players coming down from Sigonella, so in Italy. So we're literally coming from around the world to make this happen.
Jono, how excited are you playing like the US and actually what does this mean to you and also to your players?
I'm very excited. Like Josh said, it's been spoken about now and planned for the past year. For me, the reason why we're doing it had to be something special. It had to be a big match. I can't really see anything bigger in the veterans world except for this, like the UK v USA. Speaks for itself really. We've been allies for a long time now, and fought alongside each other in Afghanistan and Iraq recently, which most of the lads who play for me have done. All the lads are absolutely ecstatic. There's 40 of us. Sadly, I can only pick 15, as they do know. They've been training since June, because Josh's team are very good. We've been keeping track and keeping an eye on them, see what they're about. They are a very, very good team, a very organised team. And the reason why I reached out to him is for that. The match needs to be exciting. People need to realise they're not coming to see, even though it is veterans football, they won't be witnessing a load of overweight louts. It's not going to be an amateur football match. The lads have been training, like I say, for a year. No stone's been left unturned, and it's going to be one hell of an epic encounter, I think. Yeah, looking forward to it.
How important is not only football, but sport to yourself and to your comrades regarding, mental and physical health?
Oh man, it's it's 100% everything. So to me and all the brother and the sisters out there, we have it's kind of funny. We have I'm the all Army head coach as well. So I coach the entire Army against the Air Force, Navy, Marines in an Armed Forces tournament, and we have a SISM team just like just like you all do. And I work into that organization, feeding that system every year. We have a women's SISM team, who plays in the net. They're playing in their SISM, the Netherlands, here this summer. And this is how, if all of us, that's our outlet, that's our go-to. We have our military nationals. It's 40 bases or posts or Army installations from across the world that play annually in San Antonio. We all need that outlet to get away, but also, it's a breather for us just to go out there and have some fun. And it's fantastic for each and every one of us. So this is our outlet to enjoy life when you never know when it's going to not be there.
And Jono, you like mentioned at the beginning that you've got around 40 players, and of course you can only pick maybe a squad of 23 possibly. I would love to know what your selection process is actually going to be, because hey, like I know that the US likes, I just want to say, like, the US likes to call it soccer. Let's not get into that debate right now. But I mean, hey, what's what is?
I know, yeah,
we've
been debating on that quite a bit over the past year. It's not, the process is those who deserve it the most. You know, that's the fairest it can be. Like I say, it's hard because they've all worked incredibly hard, and they've all sacrificed a lot, and they've all took it seriously, and they've made everyone who's like part of the admin team and runs the club extremely proud. The process is, we just want the lads to listen. We want them to understand what this is about. It's not just a game of football. You know, football is the best sport in the world, makes the most noise. That's why we're using it, to try and attract the crowd, so we can raise a shitload of money for people who deserve it, so to remain operational. Do you know what I mean? But the lads have all, you know, the lads have all shown from day one great understanding and great love and great support of their mission. So the process is that, and that's what makes it so hard, because all of them love it and they all understand it, and they just like Josh's lads. You know, it means something to them. They've all served on tour, the majority of them. You know, they've all known someone who's sadly no longer here, and 9 times out of 10, that individual had a little boy or a little girl. So, you know, when you have that, and then you take some bloke off the street who's not played much football, you put him on a pitch, mate, he'll do incredible things. So it just makes my job even harder. Do you know what I mean? Because it means something on so many different levels. Like, so that's really the process of it, because it's totally different than, you know, the same for Josh. It's totally different than any other like amateur sports club, because we are amateur. But this has got a special meaning. Do you know what I mean? And that's what makes it so exciting and so hard for me and the lads to go, right, who deserves a chance the most? Because they all do. Do you know what I mean? And the reason why we can only have that amount is so we have a good chance of beating America. Like, do you know what I mean? Because they're very, very good. Because if you have more, there's been matches where we've gone down, we've took 20, and you're making that too many subs, and it just alters the match too much. Do you know what I mean? We've told them since day one, so they knew. And fair play to them. You know, obviously they know the odds, and they've worked extremely hard anyway. So yeah, the process is absolutely ruthless, to be honest, mate. It's horrible.
I've been looking at Josh, and listen, Josh has got that kind of steely look in his eye. Like, he's here, you know, to literally ruffle a few feathers. I mean, Josh, I mean, again, what's your whole thought process behind of a charity match? I know it's for charity, but you guys are not gonna come down just to make up the numbers, right?
No. We have just like you guys. We're only bringing 15 players. We don't bring any. We've already set up a pre-match too with the Lake and Heat team, just to get out there to show face in front of our commanders as well. So we get down there. We land a few days early. We like to visit. We still like to, you know, have a few drinks in our off time, you know, normal business. But when it comes down to it, our entire team is made up of so we have our requirements for what we call our veterans team over there too. And our veterans footballers are definitely made up of people that have played for their service team is one of our minimum requirements. So, you know, they've had high experience. We've got guys that actually have played even over here in Europe before. So we're out there. We're ready to come. We're ready to challenge you. We don't. We know it's going to be we're on someone else's turf and with a different name. So we got to come out there.
I love it. So like Jono, what is your biggest strength without giving too much away? And like, where like do you think you could hurt the US?
All over. Do you know what I mean? I've just like the cannons all over. The lads know we can. All over. Every single position within the squad. this is what, like, again, goes back to what I said a minute ago, makes it so hard to choose, and are absolutely fantastic. And they are. We've played a couple of tough teams around here, and we've held our own against them. And I think they were expecting a win, and you could see at the end, like, they were just shaking their heads, couldn't believe it, because some of the lads, a couple of them are in the 50s, do you know what I mean? And they're running around like 20-year-olds. We went up to, this was a couple of years ago, we went up to Carlton Town and played their reserves, and they're a semi-professional team. We held the draw with them. So this has been going on for like almost 3 years. So, you know, like anything, it takes ages. The lads have developed, do you know what I mean? They really, really have. So our strengths, I would say, is everywhere. You know, just like Josh's, they're absolutely everywhere. And the desire of the lads and their passion, do you know what I mean? That's just, they want to win. At the end of the day, we love America. They're our brothers, do you know what I mean? And I hope it's the same for them. But we can't have them coming over here. They call the sport the wrong name and winning. It's just, you know, I wouldn't be able to walk around the street with my head held high anymore, would I? So, no, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm expecting a very, very tough match. A very tough match, yeah.
And the same question to you, Josh.
We're gonna go with. I know we got the speed. You know, we train harder over in America. Yeah, that's what we do.
I love this.
We don't. we definitely know it's going to be a competitive one. You know, we go back to we're coming back to the old brother in here, so we got to come back and can't let the old brother, you know, kind of come in and just dominate us, kind of thing. We gotta show them what the young lads are about.
Wow.
You can see it already from a minute me and him connected. Like, it's just going to be absolutely horrific on the day, like, but in a good way. It's what the people want to see. At the end of the day, you want to see a passionate battle. We want them to come back for next year, because me and Josh here, we've started off the World Cup as well. So the same kind of thing we're doing now, but even bigger with more countries. Do you know what I mean? So this year's just a little taste of what's to come, and what a taste it will be. It's going to be good, isn't it?
Wow. I mean, you know, I'm going to sit on the fence, guys. I'm sorry. I see how Josh is playing everything down, but I know he's gone through every single playbook. Playbook? Is that American term? Yeah, playbook.
Yeah, it is,
yeah. Like, he knows what he's talking. And literally, I know Jono as well. Man of Steel, a Northerner. Like, it's like, there's, you know, like if you're gonna hit us hard, we're gonna hit you twice as hard. And literally, I can literally expect a few yellow cards. I'm not gonna say reds, but I'm gonna say a few yellows.
Yeah, there will be.
But you know,
yeah, there will be, definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
as long as we have a pint after, that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
That's all that matters. That's all that matters in the end. A pint after.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
Yeah. The charity's the real winner, isn't it, mate?
So what if you tell the viewers exactly where the game's going to be held, the date, how much of the tickets and kick off?
Yep. The match is going to be held at the Optima Stadium, which is in Weston-Super-Mare. It holds 3,500 people. Did I say the date? Yeah, 7th of May, sorry. Kickoff's going to be at 3:00. There's going to be stuff going on around the ground, so it's great to bring children, because there'll be a lot of stuff for them. The tickets are £12 for adults, £10 for veterans. Under 10s, I believe, £8, and under 6s is £5. Obviously, the ticket sales go to the charity we're raising money for. We don't take anything from it. It goes to the charity that we're trying to help. That's why we do what we do now. Like this interview, for example, to get the match pushed out there. And the best thing about that weekend is obviously it's the King's coronation as well. So it's a very, very special weekend. We've got that happening. Then you've got obviously us two meeting on the football pitch for the first time as well, UK v USA. It's going to be a great weekend, no matter what the scoreline is. But we will win.
Wow. Okay. Wow. And Josh, in terms of a score prediction and again, in terms of again like the kind of charity work, you know, it's a kind of double-edged sword, because of course, like, you want to win, But you know exactly what Jono said. It's all about the charity as well.
It is. It is. And that's what it comes down to. Just like for Jono, it's we both want to win, but in the end, we can set over, we can have the pint, and we know what we're doing is a great benefit to others.
Yeah.
I know none of the players are going to be on that field. They're going to want to lose, and they're going to go in 110. To each and every ball. So it's not even a question of that, and that's what also makes it fun too, because we're trying to get the crowd out there. We're not trying to just sit there and just sit around and dance. We're trying to have a little fun, but also make sure it's a good it's good for the spectators. So sex sells, right?
Definitely.
100%. 100%. And Josh, what is your score prediction?
Oh, I'll give them 2-1 us.
Okay. Jono, score
I wasn't
prediction.
going to give you any, to be fair, but now you've said that, I reckon. I don't know, man. I reckon either 2-1 or 3-2 to us.
Okay, so both of you have gone for a very close game. It's like not going to be a walkover. That's respectable.
I don't think either one of us knows much about the actual players coming as we know about the other manager. So it's
we'll see on the day, won't we?
Yeah, that's we're gonna see it then.
But,
so it's gonna come down to the time.
Okay. Well, I am not gonna make a prediction.
There's no way of predicting it.
Okay. Well, you know what? If I am gonna go on sheer, if I'm looking at both of you right now, I think Josh, I don't know, Josh is playing it very, very coy. He's got something up his sleeve. And it's kind of making me slightly nervous.
All the players are legal. That's all that matters.
But literally, I've got a feeling that Jono wears his heart on his sleeve. Jono, I don't know. I just feel that you just want your players just to work hard.
Go on.
Yeah, honestly, but there's something about Josh. I don't know. It's making me very
good.
Very uneasy.
It could
in
just
a positive way.
Remember, I'm just an hour ahead. I could just be tired and asleep by now. Oh dear. But no, honestly, guys, it's going to be an amazing game, and again, it's a kind of wonderful charity as well. Just to let everyone know that all of the links are going to be in the description, and I can't wait to actually hear hear the victorious manager come back onto the platform to actually talk about the game. So honestly, guys, Josh and Jono, thank you so much for coming on. Guys, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later on.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for the time. Thank you, John, for putting this out. I greatly appreciate both of you gentlemen.